وبركاته. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Thumma salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. We give thanks to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. We beseech His mercies and blessings upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his companion, and the generality of Muslims. Amen. We welcome us back to the free now and Sarf class. So this part is for the Sarf class, the Matnul Bina class 10. And tonight, inshallah, we shall be looking at the constructive usage of the tafa'ala pattern. The tafa'ala pattern. The tafa'ala is the 5-lettered verb that has shadda on the ain. So that is the tafa'ala pattern. So what do we use the tafa'ala pattern for? Just like the other patterns, tafa'ala also has several usage, but we are going to be looking at just 3 of the common ones. The first one here is litakalluf. So we use tafa'ala pattern for gradualism, an action that is performed in steps, an action that cannot be performed all together at once. It has to be in steps before the action is complete. So those are those kind of verbs that fall in the category of takalluf. So that is what we use tafa'ala for. An example here is ta'allama. Ta'allama. So ta'allama, when it comes in that shape, it denotes takalluf, an action that is performed in gradualism. So the example here, ta'allama Zaydun al-Qur'ana suratan ba'da suratin. Zayd learns the Quran one chapter after the other. So Zayd cannot learn the whole Quran at once. It has to be bit by bit. So that is what we use the tafa'ala shape for. It is showing that it is in steps and the action that cannot be performed at once. The second one, we have tafaqqaha Umarun dinahu. Umar understands his religion. So we know that the religion cannot be understood at once. It has to be in steps. It's a gradual process. So we use tafa'ala for takalluf, for gradualism. The second one, the mutawa'a, for compliance. We have discussed mutawa'a twice in this class, so you can refer to the previous videos for the explanation on mutawa'a. So tafa'ala are usually used for mutawa'a, and their mutawa'a are gotten from the 4-lettered verb fa'ala. So the fa'ala is converted to the mutawa'a tafa'ala. So that is how we get mutawa'a for tafa'ala, from the 4-lettered verb fa'ala. So example, we have allama. Allama Zaydun amrun. Zayd taught amru. If you remember that mutawa'a are intransitive verbs. The previous verbs will be transitive, then when we change them to mutawa'a, it will become intransitive. So the first one here, the 4-lettered verb allama, is transitive. Zayd taught amru. Zayd taught amru. Then when it becomes mutawa'a, it now comes in our tafa'ala shape. So we have ta'allama amrun. Amru learns. So this verb now is mutawa'a because it is intransitive. Another example, we have kallama rajulu ibnatahu. The man spoke to his daughter. The man spoke to his daughter. So that is the 4-lettered verb kallama. Then when it becomes mutawa'a, comes in the tafa'ala shape and it becomes takallama. Takallama rajul, the man spoke. Examples from the Quran, we have وَنَزَّلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً مُبَارَكًا, and we have sent down from the sky blessed water, that is the blessed rain. So from this shape we have nazzala. Taking it to the plural form, we have nazzalna. So that is why we have it in this form. So this is the 4-lettered verb that is transitive. Now moving to the intransitive form, we go to Suratul Qadir. Suratul Qadir, we have tanazzalu. So from nazzala, taking it to tafa'ala shape to give us the mutawa'a, we have tanazzalu. Tanazzalu al-malaikatu war-ruhu fiha. The angels and spirits, they descend therein. So this is how we form mutawa'a from the tafa'ala shape. Then the next usage for tafa'ala, which is the last one, for tonight is lil musharaka. It is used for musharaka, that is collaboration. And we've explained musharaka in previous classes. It is used for what? An action that needs mutual agreement. So a mutual action, an action that is performed by two or more entities mutually. So from the verse of the Quran it says, إِذْ يَتَلَقَّى الْمُتَلَقِّيَانِ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَعَنِ الشِّمَالِ قَعِيدٌ. So he said, whenever the two groups that wants to meet, when they meet one another, when they come to face one another, yatalaqqa. So this is the mudari. The madi is talaqqa. So yatalaqqa, when they come to meet one another, so it has to be mutual, not one goes to meet the other. They meet one another. So that is collaboration, mutual actions. The another example here is Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu ijtanibu kathiran min adh-dhann inna ba'da adh-dhanni ithmun wala tajassasu. So this is what we are using, wala tajassasu. So this tajassasu is in Mudorian. The madi is tajassasa. So the Mudori is meant to be tatajassasu, but it is permissible to erase one of the ta and leave just one. So we have tajassasu because of this la. So it's tajassasuna. That is the Mudorium that is meant to be here originally. So this la, from what we did in previous classes, has given the verb the jasm state. So we have the nun will now be erased. So we have tatajassasu. That is what we are meant to have, but it is permissible to remove one of the ta. So we have tajassasu, just tajassasu. So wala tajassasu, and do not spy on one another. So tajassasa is to spy on one another. It has to be mutual for it to get the meaning of al-musharaka. So once again, the tafa'ala shape is commonly used for three things. The first one is gradualism, the takalluf, an action that is performed in steps before it takes completion. The second one, lil mutawa, for compliance, an action that has a transitive that is now converted to intransitive action. Then lil musharaka, for collaboration, an action that is performed mutually between two or more entities. So inshallah, that is where we are going to end our soulful class tonight. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it beneficial for us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.